Hey there, this is Bruce, and today I've got a game for you with the Tier 6 Japanese Battleship Fuso. And let's jump right into the action. That's just 2 minutes into the game, and we have an American cruiser here, very daring, coming close, attempting to capture this base here. And I'm giving him a full broadside, which lands pretty well. Fortunately, no citadel hits, but even from normal hits he gets around 10,000 damage, so that's pretty good. In turn, he sets me on fire. Since I have pretty much full HP, I decide to let it burn. Most of this can be recovered with the repair party. Now, another salvo on the cruiser, and bam, again 10,000 damage. However, in the meantime, you probably heard it, I got a pretty good hit from one of these battleships, and that's because I had my broadside turned completely to the enemy. That wasn't a good idea, that's why I'm trying to turn back a bit. There's a friendly cruiser in the way, which I have to push a bit. And now I want to finish off this American cruiser, just single shots here. Just covering the area a bit, and indeed, it actually takes 4 hits to kill him, but 4 land out of the 12 shots that you get in each salvo with the Fuso. It has 6 turrets, 2 guns each, so that makes 12. And so that's a lot of firepower. And yeah, so this is action right from the beginning, and as you can see, there's a lot of more enemies right in the area. And the Fuso has a really good range. It's with upgrades 22 kilometers, so it outranges its American counterpart by a lot. The New Mexico only has like 18 kilometers. Alright, so now I'm pushing forward a bit, backed up by my team. We don't have the base captured right in front of us. It's a bit unfortunate. There must be at least one destroyer there, so I'm trying to push up now so that we can capture this point. Yeah, so the closest enemy here is this German cruiser at about 14 kilometers. He's doing the smart thing. He's not returning fire, which means that he's dropping out of sight. And so I have to find someone else to shoot at. And now I notice, well, there's this British battleship, also tier 6, the Warships, and it's standing completely still, which is something you should never do. Especially not as a battleship. And he's doing that while presenting his entire broadside, so what I do is I aim exactly in the middle, hoping to get a citadel hit, send a salvo off, and indeed there it is, the citadel hit. People say the Warships doesn't have the best armor, and I think they might be right. So the US ships have better armored, I think. So that's another reason why, especially as a Warship, you should just not stand still. Alright. So now I just noticed, okay, there's this German cruiser here who's presenting his broadside to me, and that looks like an even more juicy target. So maybe I should shoot at this German cruiser, so I'm a bit undecided now. But by the time I turn my guns to the German cruiser, he actually turned. Now it doesn't look as good anymore. I take single shots because it's now harder to hit. But as you can see, even though he's completely orthogonal to me, still I land a citadel hit, which tells you how good the guns of the Fuso are and how bad the armor of the German cruisers are. So that was a citadel hit, basically. Yeah, right from the rear. Now back to shooting the Warspite. Let's go. Again, single shots, because the guns reloaded sequentially, so and I wanted to shoot as fast as possible, that's why I made single shots here. And that was enough to take out the Warspite. So I think he wasn't completely presenting his broadside. He wasn't completely angled either though, but still, we landed a few hits and it was enough to kill him. There's yet another kill. I'm actually too slow commentating this. So that's the 4th kill of the battle already. That's just 7 minutes into the game. Another German cruiser who before was smart not returning fire so that he could ninja vanish. Not be spotted, but now he was spotted and I took him out with a citadel hit. Now, we have a Congo here, and for a second there, he was actually standing still as well. So this game should teach you a lesson in that regard. You should never do that. Also, he took a few hits there, but now he learned his lesson and actually going forward, also angling, so it's not as easy to hit. Of course, now he's going immediately straight towards that island in front of him, so he will have to change course at some point, and this point is now. So now he's again a better target. Congo is a pretty fast ship, faster than mine in fact. Tier 5 Japanese battleship, so the predecessor of the Fuso. Can make 30 knots, and I calculate this in when I see him turn. I have to give him a lot of lead. That's when I take my shots. So we gave him some damage. In fact, the overall counter, since the newest patch, it's included in the right upper corner. You see it, we're already at 110,000 damage in this match. Another nice hit, about 5,000 damage to the Congo, but now unfortunately it vanishes behind the island, so we can't really finish him. That's unfortunate. But otherwise it's going pretty well, although if you look at the points, we're actually behind on points because we concentrated more on sinking ships rather than capturing bases. But I think we're in good shape, and in fact a destroyer of ours just captured A, so now we're ahead on bases. So if this continues this way, we should easily win this. Now there was no immediate target for a while, but now there is an enemy Fuso coming from behind the island. I'm hesitating because I actually wanted to finish off that Congo, but it was still behind the island. So I decided to take a few shots on this Fuso then. Land one hit, and with the new patch you can also change the settings so that you get actually detailed information about what these hits are that you land, whether these are penetrations with armor-piercing shells, or whether these are over-penetrations, or whether these are simply ricochets. And what we did here was somehow penetration but no damage. Again, 2 penetrations but no damage. Don't know really how that works, but that's how it goes. And now there's the enemy carrier caught off guard a bit. He's trying to get out, but of course the American carriers on this lower tier are pretty slow. Not really focusing on him because, well, he's gonna vanish anyway, and yeah, there he goes, giving him the last parting gift really. He vanishes, and I'm not really fast enough to pursue him at this point. But the last hit gave us the high caliber achievement, so that's nice. And yeah, apparently the carrier wants to have his revenge, and he sends some bombers after us. Fortunately, there's a Congo with me here, so we can basically cover each other with anti-air guns. And so far I received no hit. We shoot down one plane, and the bombers actually go after this Congo, not after me. Now, the enemy Fuso is coming towards us, and he's actually doing something pretty smart, which is, or rather, I'm doing something really stupid. I should have gone with my buddy here, but my guns were pointed in the wrong direction. So this Fuso charges at my Congo here, and I can't support him. He's on the other side of the island. I can't shoot over the island because he's too close, so I don't really have a shell arc to do that. You see it here. The white mountain icon tells me I can't shoot him without... Yeah, I can't shoot him. It would hit the mountain. So now I just have to watch what these two guys are doing. It's a bit annoying. For a moment I contemplate slowing down so that maybe I just wait for the Fuso to come around, but then I realize, okay, that's not gonna happen. So really I should go fast to help my friend here. Unfortunately, he's doing something very stupid. He presents his entire broadside, and that's usually not a good idea, and indeed, bam, that finishes him, so he's dead. And now I get around the island finally to take a shot at this Fuso. Wait until the white icon vanishes, so that indicates I can take the shot without hitting the mountain, and pretty much everything hits, but only 3,000 damage. That's because he was angled very well. Good job by him. The funny thing is, if you notice this just now, the friendly wreck of the Congo, it actually protected me. It actually shielded me from some shots. Now there's this destroyer coming in. He sees my guns pointing at him, pops the smoke, but it's not enough, not fast enough. He should have reacted faster or not shot at me. And now I'm fast forwarding a bit because again the Fuso is kind of hiding behind the island. And finally he comes into sight. I'm a bit impatient. I don't wait until the white icon with the mountains vanishes, and indeed here's what you get for that. Only 4 out of the 12 shots actually make it to the enemy, the rest just slams into the island harmlessly. That's a bit unfortunate. So now I should be patient, and it's the last ship. We're still behind on bases again, and we are also behind on points. But yeah, it's just 1 ship against 3, so we really should be able to do this. It's also plenty of time left to finish him. I tell my friends here to capture the B base on their way. Yeah, it shouldn't be necessary, but you know, why not? So now it's just about finishing this Fuso, and as you can see, he's slightly angled, which is a smart move. Makes it harder to inflict damage. What I'm doing here is I'm just turning whenever my rear turrets are loaded. I'm just turning enough so that they can shoot. Once they shot, I'm turning immediately back so that I have a better angle towards the enemy so that he can't inflict as much damage on me. As you can see, his guns are already turning towards me. He's contemplating shooting me. And indeed, he takes the shot exactly when I turn slightly to bring my rear guns in a better position. And that actually hurts me, but I think overall we hurt him more. He's down to his last HP. 1,700 left. And now, let's see whether that finishes him off already. No, not quite. 39 HP, so if he were in secondary range, we might be able to finish him. Now I'm just hoping that my friendly guy here just doesn't steal the kill. And now my guns are ready again. That should be enough. And that was it. So, in a way, it was a game where we mounted a lot of damage very quickly. In the end, we got a 160,000 damage, all AP damage, nothing fancy here, but that's the Fuso. It has a lot of guns, it has a lot of firepower, and we use it in this game. It's a slow ship, so I tried to get close here. It has a lot of firepower, a lot of guns, so there you can use them. The guns aren't the most precise, so that's why I think it excels at close and on mid-range, not so much at long range, even though the guns would be able to shoot at 22 kilometers. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game, and see you next time.